So today we'll be looking at the Crysis 2 demo for PC. You can see my class selection, Assault is my only option. This is my first time playing it, we'll see how it goes. So first off, I spawn up in a pretty dark room. Looks like the score is about even, 21 to 22, we're losing by 1 point. This game runs pretty sluggish with me recording it. I got it running at 1280 by 960. Fraps has got it scaled down halfway just so it doesn't completely destroy my frame rates. I'm getting about 40 frames per second right now while I'm recording, so my reaction time isn't quite what it usually is. Not that I'm a pro by any means, but I'd like to think that I play a little bit better than this normally. Right now I'm running a triple core Phenom 2 overclocked to 3.1 gigahertz, 4 gigs of DDR3, 1333 memory, and a 4870 video card with 2 gigs of memory. So with me recording it, I'm getting about 40 frames a second. Like I said, pretty slow reaction times. The zooming is not quite what I like it. It's more of a click and hold, kind of like Far Cry 2. I prefer more of a zoom toggle. Click once to zoom in, click once again to zoom out. You can see whenever I do a quick turn, there's a motion blur effect. The HDR lighting is really screwing me up here. I'm playing in a pretty bright room anyway, so my vision's already impaired. You can see I just got owned by some guy from the back. You can see he's got the stealth power-up going on, so I didn't even see him when he popped around that corner. Speaking of power-ups, you can see in the lower right-hand corner I have my energy meter. Underneath that we have armor, power, and stealth. Power and stealth are active right now. That just means I'm running and I have my invisibility active. Anytime that you make any kills with any of those powers active, you'll get experience in those separate areas. As you get more and more kills with those different powers, you'll actually upgrade those as time goes on. Visually speaking, there's really nothing groundbreaking in this game. Of course, I don't have a DirectX 11 card, so maybe I just don't see the changes since I'm only running in DirectX 10 mode. This game is compatible down to DirectX 9, so Windows XP users should be able to play this game, provided they have the hardware to run it. You can see the textures and everything do look pretty good. The effects, the shaders and everything they're well done without being obtrusive. They added some nice features with the HUD. You can see it's kind of a dynamic movement as you run, things like that, almost like it's floating in mid-space. Kind of a neat feature I've never seen in a game before. It does get a little bit annoying when you're going through the menu system though, because as you move your mouse around, those menus do shift from side to side, up and down. So I would rather have more of a static menu. Hopefully that'll be an option that they put into the final version of the game. With as much post-processing as they've done on the video, I would hope they'd done half as much with the audio. It seems like no matter where you're at, anytime you hear a gunfight going on, it's always in the next room, but when you get there, there's nobody there, not even a corpse. Another complaint I have with the audio in this game is that there's no real distinction between team and enemy voices. When you get used to playing games like Call of Duty and the Battlefield series, there's always a distinction between whatever team you're on and the enemy team's accents. So with this game, everybody seems to sound the same to me. I don't know if it's something maybe I'll pick up as time goes on, but for right now, I can't really tell the difference other than looking at a player and seeing that their armor is different from my teammates. One complaint I've been reading about online is that they've stolen the idea of kill streaks from the Call of Duty series. And while that may be true, Call of Duty was the series that kind of invented the kill streak. You can see as I run over this guy's little pillar of light, that's actually his dog tag. If I make 10 kills in a row, that's not going to give me my kill streak. I actually have to go out into the open and pick up my fallen enemy's dog tag in order for me to achieve those streaks. So it gives you a little bit more of a feeling of danger. You have to expose yourself a little bit more to get those kill streaks. So although it may be a copied feature, if you want to call it that, they have given it a little bit of a fresher feel and made it a little bit harder to get those kill streaks. And this is one of those times where I feel the audio system isn't quite as precise as I would want it to be. It felt like that guy calling out that there was a sniper was right on top of me, but when I searched the connecting rooms, he's nowhere to be found. And that's pretty much the Crysis 2 PC demo in a nutshell. It does feel a little more arcadey than the Call of Duty and Battlefield series. They have added a couple new features as far as how to get your kill streaks and the Crysis 2 powers, of course. But all in all, it's your standard first-person shooter. So take that for what it's worth.